Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, what we need here? We need a bottle of. Oh, man, I already forgot to take my vitamins. Let me get my vitamin. What else I can get? Here, we'll just wait till we get out again. We need to go up here to grab something to drink. Let's see where a grocery store is at. Grocery stores nearby. Alright. Do we need to go to Walmart? No, we don't need to go to Walmart. We can just go to Kroger. Kroger's right here. I got a Kroger right here too. Yeah. Yeah. Last night, dude, I have been on the phone non-stop since last night until late too. And then right when I got up, like, man, yeah, and I couldn't show you guys this stuff, man. This was some yeah, bunch of conversations that I needed to have, you know what I mean? Like, giving advice to some, taking advice to others. It's all good, right? But anyway, yeah, I just got finished, and yeah, we're gonna go back to Dad's house here in just a little bit. But yeah, man, but I don't know, I've been on the road so much, you know what I mean? Like, the ones that I normally talk to on the daily, like, I haven't been talking to just because I've been on mission, you know what I mean? So it's like I needed those conversations, man. With a couple of friends and family, you know. Except my oldest son, my grandson, didn't get to talk to them, but I've talked to them. They're the ones that I talk to the most regular, right? As far as back home, but yeah. Back home, what is even back home? Who is that out there? I don't even know what back home is anymore, man. Like, what is back home? Like, I'm back home now, but that's back home. Yeah, you know? What we got here? Yo, oh, what up? What up? How you doing? How you doing? Man, I won't be back for like, man, I don't know. July 1st, I think. It's nice and compact. July 1st. I gotta be back by July 1st. So it is kind of the best of both. But probably not until right, like, I mean, until I got to, you know. But anyway, yeah, I'll be back. I'm still down in Mississippi right now, though. But I'm about to be leaving here. Well, I think. Well, yeah, no, I'm about to be leaving here and going to Florida. We're gonna go kick it on the beach, man. Go kick it on the beach, man. Go see some homies too. See a homie and a cousin, to be specific. So yeah, one of my homies up in Washington, who lives down there now, and I haven't seen him in a long time, man. I mean, I've seen him on the phone or whatever, you know what I mean, like on the video chat. But yeah, good people, man. Good people. Shout out, man. But let's see. Now let me turn here. The next one, we go through the light and turn. Yeah. But yeah, so I'm trying to think what day. Okay, so today is, what is today? Is today Thursday? What is today? Thursday. So maybe Sunday or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. I gotta make some calls today to check schedules and find out what's up. Yo, what up, Rory? What's happening, G? Yeah, well, you probably just heard, yeah. But then after that, boom, I'm coming over there. I'm coming back over there to hang out with you guys, right? I'm trying to get, because you know that whole last time I was there, dude, it was like, bro, I mean, don't get me wrong, I got to see a couple people, but, you know, just the whole mood and everything, like having to be there for the homies, memorial service, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say it threw a damper on it, but, you know, of course that had its time, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't time to, you understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a time for this, there's a time, and that was a time for mourning. That was a time for being there with my friends for that, you know what I'm saying? But when I go back here this next time, look, I think we already got a couple of homies. Shout out Twine Tweezy, I know for sure. And then who else was it? I think maybe Jack. I know, what was he saying? Maybe Bryce. I don't know. There's a couple crawfish bowls, and maybe you don't even know. Maybe now you know there's going to be that you're doing a crawfish bowl. So when I get there, man, we have a couple of them. I showed y'all the one picture I took. You already know, man. Look, I sent the one with me. I think I used the one with me in front of all the crawfish, man. Did you see the size of them things? Ooh, they was delicious too. Oh my goodness, man. Shout out Dito, man, for having me over to his, him and Trisha, over to his pop's place, man. Shout out to everybody. Oh, it was amazing. Them things was so good. Thank you again. But man, look, I don't know, man. I think I just got skedaddled on the front row parking. I had a spot, but I was talking to you guys. Look, I'm just gonna run up in here right quick, and yeah, look, another, man, this is a separate, on a side note, I was going over a bunch of stuff on the social media stuff this morning, and yeah, I got some plans. I'm gonna try to figure out how to go, because like back to the beginning of the trip a few weeks ago, right? I'll start there with the first videos, and I'm gonna try to, well, not try, but I'm gonna edit them all, like edit each live stream out until it's on video, so we could get down. Because listen, I know how it is, man. Everybody is busy, right? Like, you ain't got time to spend hours watching a live stream or whatever. So, but rest assured, I'm getting it figured out. But I'm gonna, you know, if you can't make the live streams now, don't trip, because I'm gonna take the videos and, you know, put it down. Because man, I got some live streams that'll be like 3 hours, 4 hours, especially on the trip down here, you know. So I could take an hour one and edit it all the way down to, you know, probably 10 minutes or something. By the time you take out the music and, you know, all my hot air saying nothing, you know, like, be a few minutes. But anyway, we're going to try to do that, man. So, along with the clips that we were talking about, but I don't know if I need the clips. I feel like I need to go do, AI is not going to edit no video how I'm going to edit it. But I'm still going to do the clips, right? Because I can post those. See, like normally how I would have done it is like right before I started this live stream, what I would do is upload the shorts from the last live stream, right? So now those shorts are playing on the platforms, right? And then when you go live, boom, they'll have a little, like say YouTube or whatever, you know, then they'll have a little button, you know what I mean, where you can go right to them, like boom, you're live right there, so they can see you on the short and then go right there, you know what I mean? So I don't know, but listen, I'm figuring it out, right? This has been years of a journey, but this live stream thing, this is something God put on me. So I you know, it's not, I know some stuff about shorts and videos and like editing and a hook and, you know, how to keep attention for 20 seconds. Listen, man, that's all you're going to get from most people, 20 seconds. So when I see people watching, when I get a full video view on this stuff that I'm seeing, dude, that's hours, man, thank you. Right? Because look, you know me, man. You know you're supporting the right people, right? You know what's up, man. So, man, shout out. Look, I don't care if it's only one, man, if it's 10, 20, whatever it is, man. People sat there hours, man. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and God thanks you, right? God's got you watching this, right? Either me or God, one of the two, man. But if you're my friend, thank you. If God brought you here, thank him, you know. But thank him, you got somebody to make fun of at least, right? But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go get, and look, all right, man, listen, I'm not even gonna lie. I already had one sugar-free Red Bull, dude, but I don't know. It's like I can't drink coffee no more, man. Not to mention, like, I was drinking it just black, and my teeth are already on another level. So I'm like trying to figure this out, right? But it can be figured out. 20 grand figured out like that, but that's another story. But anyway, I'm gonna go up in here and get who's that right there? Stacy. What up, Stacy? What up, darling? Hey, listen. That's what I meant to tell you. Your comments were going through yesterday. I said hello. I said hello, but like when I was like looking at the analytics stuff today, I seen that you had wrote the thing about it being blocked or something. But no, it wasn't blocked. It came through. I don't know. But you know, I think sometimes obviously like it's delayed as well, you know, like it's delayed a little bit. But yeah, look, I'm running into Kroger right here. Look, this is where we at. Wait, let's see here. Can you see it? Yeah. Well, that's the edge of the bone. But anyway, that's the main store right there. But yeah, we over in Kroger right now. I'm about to go up in here. I need to get some. I need to get nicotine and caffeine. Ooh, I'm glad I remembered. I'm like, dude, I usually have like 3 or 4 cans of that stuff. But man, I lost a brand new one, and I done ran through the others. So I lost a brand new one over at my cousin's house, man. When we was doing all of that with the when my cousin came home on hospice, I like got a can, and like one time, I don't know, man. It was like the can that just disappeared, right? I don't know. I cleaned everything out of my pockets because like we were gonna be like whatever. I was gonna be helping. You know, I didn't really listen. I'm not sitting here saying shout out my cousin Crystal, man. Shout out my cousin Crystal. You're hearing it from me, but listen, I'm not over here acting like I was over there saving the day. That's not the case. My cousin Crystal's still there right now, man. So shout out to her, man. Shout out to my family. But anyway, I was like have to empty my pockets out, you know, to help lift or moving to the. This was the day that we got my cousin on the side by side and got him out there petting his cows. Dude, I got video of all of that. Yeah, dude, I got video of everything like that. Well, not everything like that, but I got video of that. But yeah, and I pulled all my stuff. I did this like 3 or 4 times that day. You know, because you're like squatted down, hiked down, you know, look, man, you know how it is, man. So I pulled everything out. Like, I don't need a phone and all that. And I set everything down, and man, I just went and got the 15 milligram Grizzly too. I don't know what happened to it. I think it might have fell in a couch cushion or something, you know, because nobody else over there, you know. I'm telling you, it's like literally like somebody was playing with me. Like, how did that disappear? And I looked for it for days. So I don't know. But anyway, we need more nicotine now. So look, I'm gonna be right back. I'm just going to leave this going. Look, it's only going to take me. I'm going right in there, grab. Look, give me like 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Give me 10 minutes. Give me 10. And when I come back, I need to get my vitamin too. You guys are not very good side seat passengers. You guys will just let me crash out strictly for your entertainment, huh? I would too. All right, man, I love you guys. I'll be back in a minute. Watch my stuff, man. Let nobody get in here and take nothing. But he said he wants to see you, and I'll mention it to him again today. But we did man, we cleaned this whole front porch the other day. Hold on, man. Let me finish chewing my food. Yeah. No, What flat? What? Mm-mm. I've got two of my flashlights in the car. Oh, you talking about the click one with the battery? No, of course not. No. Hmm. No. Right? Man, I'm sorry. I wish I did. I wish I had good news for you, man. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't. The last time I remember is just us working, doing the brakes and going back and forth with it sitting right there. But, when I did the ratchet strap and all of that, that was during the day, you know? Yeah. Well, look, just I think up in my storage up there, I got some Porter cable stuff, like batteries and a charger. I think I might have a light too. I got so much stuff up there, man. But if you need some, I'll bring it. I'll bring you one back. But yeah, I don't. No, I haven't. Yeah, no, I would have said something already. Hey, Uncle Mike, I jacked your flashlight on accident. I'll bring it back. Yeah. Excuse me. Right. Right. Like, how you got me over here helping you in the dark, man? Right. Yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Nah, I wish I had good news, man. But other than that, man, what's up on the truck? Have it, Dad mentioned something to me about the master cylinder. He asked me, "Did you change that out?" And I said, "Oh, what was it?" Right, right, right. That thing will have you thinking you ain't got no brakes. Right.
When I went to put it back under there, I looked and there was two holes up on that brake pedal. You know where it bolts on. There
Uh-huh.
was one hole that was down short on the front of the brake arm, and there was another one on the back of the brake arm. And I had it bolted into the back brake arm. And so the pedal is going to come up all the way to the top when you let off of it because you got springs pulling it up.
Right.
And I had it in the hole down on the back of the brake arm. And so when it come up all the way, it was pulling the rod away from the plunger probably an inch. So because them holes was about an inch apart, one on the front, one on the back.
Mm-hmm.
One down low and one up. I put it on the front one and shit. You hardly even touch that part. Hardly get the pedal down. Probably an inch, maybe an inch and a half at the most before it goes against that plunger. And that's where your brakes start right there.
So it's done. It's nice and solid now.
It's done. Nice and solid. Yeah.
So you've been cruising it around on the regular?
No, not a whole lot because I drove it around 2 or 3 times and I got some kind of problem with it and it wants to go dead every once in a while. Now it cranks back up every time. But when it goes dead, it's like
Yeah.
turning around, you know, and I got it touched, and all of a sudden it goes dead. But I'm doing 10, 15 mile an hour. I let off the clutch and crank back up.
Yeah. Well,
The
look,
day
the good old boy jump start. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The other day I got back home, backed it up in the carport or in the garage, and it's sitting there idling, and it went dead. Well, it cranked right back up. The last time I drove it, it had went dead, but it cranked back up. No, I take that back. The last time I drove it, it didn't go dead. But when I pulled up in the road in front of the shop and started to back off the road up into the shop,
Yeah.
you know, I was putting it into reverse and it went dead and wouldn't crank. I had to push it out of the road. I thought, well, it can't be out of gas. It can't use that much gas as much as I put in it. But I went and got a little bit of gas I had in a bottle, poured it in the carburetor, and it wouldn't crank. Well, I pulled the choke out and it cranked back up. So I'm afraid that I'm going to get off away from the house and it's going to quit and not crank up.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'm glad you got brakes now. So.
Yeah.
What about you? Did you get the tail lights handled?
I've got the tail lights. I haven't put them in. I've decided I ordered me some new wire. I'm gonna run all new wires when I put the brake lights in, and I just ordered the wires a while ago. The wires should be in on Saturday.
Oh, like a whole new, all the way from the front to the back?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice, nice.
I got me a new blinker switch. You know that thing that was mounted on the side.
Yep. Yep.
I got a new one of them because they had a bad connection in that one, and I'm just waiting on the wire to get here. And I got 100 foot of 14 gauge. It's trailer wire. You know, it's for putting tail lights and stuff on trailers and stuff. But it's a 4-wire conductor.
Hold on one second, Uncle Mike. What's up, Miss Gloria? How you doing? I just seen that. I just seen it. Shout out Miss Gloria, man. Hope you're doing well. All right, go ahead, Uncle Mike. Sorry, I was just.
That's okay.
That's
You're live streaming right now.
What's that?
You're live streaming right now.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I was just telling Miss Gloria. That's like the Miss Gloria and Mr. Lou, like my adopted parents, the ones that took me in like a lost dog when I went home.
I hear you.
Yeah, I love them to death, man. But yeah, well, that's good. So what was you saying about the trailer wires now? It was trailer.
I got some. The wire that I've got was 16 gauge wire, and I don't have two little strands, and I'd have to double run it and all. And some of my wires would be the same color, and they had a roll of 14 gauge trailer wire. It was 4 strands, and they were glued, kind of stuck side by side.
Yeah.
And I just decided to order me some of that, and that'd do my truck. I'd have enough to do the trailers, you know, if I had a trailer light go bad or something other.
Yeah, there you go.
So, and that'll be in on Saturday, and I'm just going to wait and, you know, like I say, my tail lights came in, the lenses, the bulbs, the gaskets, the screws.
Yeah.
All of that came in. I'm just going to wait and because you can't put them in because you got to get the wire up to it first.
Right, yeah. So, might as well just clean it all up, man. Have you some nice bright tail lights.
Yep, that's right.
What about the headlights? Headlights and all that's already good? All that's good?
Well, I got 2 dims, and I got 2 brights and 1 dim. So probably just have to get a headlight bulb.
Man, get you some of the figure out, get you some like HIDs, man, because you can get the same, like they make the same headlight, but it's a way better light now. Now it ain't gonna. Yeah, man. So you can see at night, because those lights, man. I mean, you know what? I mean, they worked for years, right? But man, you can get the, especially like, I mean, unless you want it exactly original, but I don't think you're, you know, I don't know. They're way brighter. They're way brighter.
Yeah, I'm not looking for original. If I gotta buy one, and I might do that, unless they're just really expensive. I've spent a ton of money on this truck already.
Yeah.
But now that I've, you know,
you ain't really sitting, Uncle Mike. You didn't really spend a ton of money on that truck, dude. Well, listen, I know it feels like it, but man, look, that's a solid investment right there, Uncle Mike. Like you can't, and especially look now I bet you could get rid of it for double that. If you let me sell it, I bet you I could get double that.
Well,
close to it.
I'll let you sell it.
All right. Well, listen. The deal is I want to drive it for a while first before I sell it. I'm just playing. But
I know. But look, I do want to do a Crown Vic swap on it.
I know. Look, I was talking to Dad about that. Uncle Mike, man, it's so crazy how me and my dad are so alike. Dude, all the stuff that this guy made and is around his house, but he don't even look at it as art though, you know?
Yeah.
He just looks at it as tinkering around, you know what I mean? Welding some stuff up. But
hey, I remember how your dad was. I need to put him on finding me a Crown Vic to get.
I bet you he'll find one. He probably get you one for a good price too.
I kind of like to have an old police car because they
got the upgraded everything in that.
Yeah, they got the P71 and
yeah, that's the police interceptor motor.
Yeah, that's what I need, right? But then again, I got to thinking, you know, just a regular Crown Vic motor will be more than enough for a 57 Ford pickup.
Yeah, listen, my vote, listen, and you do what you want, but my vote is not to do that truck that you got now. Because then you really stuck in the money, where I figure, like, man, you could make off on that truck right there and probably make enough money to get the Crown Vic and get another truck body, one that ain't so good, because you literally just need the body and the headlights and taillights and the windshield and glass. Yeah. But that's if you were gonna do it like where the whole body is over, you know. But look, like I said,
I'm not gonna swap the whole body over on the Crown Vic. I want the motor, the transmission, and the front end.
Oh yeah, well then you're good then.
Because when you do the Crown Vic swap and you do the frame and all of that, then you lose the bed.
Right.
And I want to be able to throw stuff over in the back of it, and you know, haul stuff around, you know, and now maybe someday I'll fix it up and paint it where I don't want it scratched up. Don't want to haul nothing in the back. But like it is right now, I want to be able to throw stuff in the back and go to the dump. Or,
right.
You know, I don't want to. I've already got one truck that I don't want to throw nothing in the back and skin up now.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, actually use it for a truck, you know.
Right. Yeah. but you know, I do want it to. I'm telling you what, this right now, this is the worst driving vehicle that I've ever driven. I'd be scared to let you drive it because you're not an experienced driver like I am.
Man, you better get out of here, man. I done got away from the police a time or two. I can manage.
I hear you. You ain't gonna get away from them in this truck.
Right.
I'm telling you, when you start getting up to like 55, I mean, you start holding it with both hands.
No, listen, you missed the joke. The point is if I couldn't drive it, I could get out and run. That was the point.
Okay. I got it. Well, you better be able to run then.
Right.
It is. I'm serious. I don't think I've ever drove anything that drove worse than it. If it has, I was so far. It was so long ago. It might have been an old hay truck or something other than Uncle Glenn had. But
yeah.
At least, I mean, when you turn this, it feels like you can feel every gear in that steering box turning, you know.
Right.
And I took the little plug off. It's full of oil. I don't know. It's full of oil up there. The oil's all the way to the top.
Yeah, but I mean, man, how long was it? You said at least probably 10 years since when you got it, since that truck was even thought about being on the road, huh?
Oh yeah. But see, I don't want to spend no money on fixing it because if I'm gonna do a Crown Vic swap, I'm gonna take that front end out of it. Anyway. You know.
Man, look, I don't know.
Out of a Crown Vic in it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure a good way to go. You'd be on the road good then.
Oh yeah, and then it would drive like a Crown Vic.
Right.
I mean, really, you get the front end, the steering, and power steering, and the motor and transmission. It'd be driving like a Crown Vic then.
Man, look, my car, man. It seems like the noise is getting a little louder, man. That little popping sound where the transmission. I know that. Yeah, man. Listen, you can hear it. When you can hear it, it's definitely a little louder, but it doesn't drive no different. But look, that's why I brought the title with me, man. Because if I get caught on the side of the road somewhere, look, bro, I'll sell this thing and catch a plane flight home if I got to. But look, Dad's trying to give me a mini bike, right? Dude, I was cutting up on this thing day before yesterday, man, ripping and romping all around his house on that thing, right? But look, he's like, of course, he's like, man, bring that back up there for you and Everett and Wells, you know? So I was looking in the back of the car. I'm like, man, I could fit it, but then I was, and I was like, nah, man, I'm not gonna do that. That's his little trading stock, and it's like a brand new. It's a nice little mini bike. But then I was thinking, dude, if I get stuck on the side of the road, I could pull that thing out and drive to the next exit, man.
You bring that thing down here, Josh's boys will take it away from you. You won't never get out of Perry County.
I know. I'll have to keep it locked up in the car. But I did think about that, though, because, listen, the way this trip's been going, man, it ain't no telling. I might be, it ain't no telling. But listen, I was like, at least I won't be stuck out sitting there waiting. Look, I'll pack everything up in my bag and strap it on my back and hop on that mini bike and go. Hey, look, and he's got a big old Harley seat on there too. Like you could be a cow and sit on this thing, man. So yeah, it would be cut, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Dad's always trying to give me something, man. Like he's always, it's been cool, man. But he does want to see you. He has said that. But Uncle Mike, man, I thought we were going to be doing a lot of stuff too, but honestly, Uncle Mike, when I got there, I'm like, dude, my dad needs a rest, man. I feel like he needs a rest.
That's okay. I understand.
No, I'm just saying, like, we not even doing all the stuff I thought him and I were going to do.
Right.
But I mean, we're getting time together every day, and I like working, and he likes working. So we was there working together, man. It's been good, It's been.
So you got the porch cleaned off?
Yeah, man. Look, got the whole porch cleaned. Look, he said it had been 20 years since he's seen it.
Wow.
Or no, I take that back.
I can believe it.
Yeah, but look,
What made you decide? How did you convince him to clean it off?
I didn't, man. I just told him I wanted to help him. I was like, Dad, you can't even enjoy all your pretties that you have all on the front of the house. Like, you get out the car and you just got to walk straight in the house. There just wasn't no room to sit, you know. So, and man, you know, he's got one of those. Man, it's like from the 50s. It's like one of those metal couch rockers. You know what I'm talking about?
A glider?
A glider. Yeah, he's got a couch like that. An old, it's like green and black. So he's got that on the porch, and I put him a rocking chair up there, and we got his fan all set up. And man, we cleaned. Well, I cleaned some of it the first day, like all the dirt dauber nest and big chunks of like, you know, lint balls and hair balls, all that, because, you know, he's got all that stuff on the front of the house. So I went and cleaned some of that till the vacuum ran out of charge. But when I went over there yesterday, he was like, hey, he's like, man, I got the rest of the dirt dauber nest off the front of the house, man, look. So I got him started, and then while I was gone, he took all his stuff off the front of the house, man, and started and cleaned it up even more. So
yeah, you inspired him.
Yeah, so hopefully today, I've already mentioned it to him about cleaning a spot in his living room. He's got like a medical bed right there, but it's just got tons of stuff piled on it, you know. So I figured what I would try to do, instead of just wasting all this time, I figured I'd try to help him get, you know, something that would help his daily life after I leave. You know what I'm saying? And man, look, since we cleaned that front porch, Uncle Mike, every day, man, we've been sitting out there on the front porch. And look, and Carol and Miss Carol came out there too and sat down on the porch, man. We spent hours out there, man. So yeah, it's worked out good. So that's basically, you know, once I really spent a day or two there and really started recognizing what was going on, I was like, nah, man, we're gonna re-gear this and help him get a few things straight and whatever he wants to do, you know. So
absolutely,
because man, he's been busy he's still working and has to take care of his wife, you know. Like, man, she can't get up, she can barely walk, like she can't get up, and I mean, she does like the base, you know, the most basic cleaning, you know, so they can live. But man, Dad's working every day, you know. And so I don't know, I just like, yeah, it's been good, man. So we just hang out, I like working, he likes working, so it works out, you know, no big deal, you know.
Well, how long are you going to be there?
I don't know, I was just thinking about that. I'm thinking maybe like till Sunday.
But now he's got to go back to work next week anyway, right? He's off this week?
Yes, sir. He's going to go back Monday morning, so I was thinking maybe, I don't know, I got to call my buddy Bowman down in Florida, and then I gotta call Jimmy. I haven't hit up Jimmy. I know I've seen him like some of the streams, so I know he knows I'm on the road, but I haven't actually hit him up and talked to him. So I'm gonna hit him up probably today or tomorrow, who knows, whenever, but soon, and just kind of see what his schedule is next week, and make sure that, you know, just make sure, you know, I ain't just making plans without asking nobody, and I get there and he's got to work or something.
Yeah.
So, but hey, man, check this out. Mr. Jerry got switched from hospice to home health yesterday.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, actually, hold up. Let me not speak. I don't know if it's official in the paperwork, but he went. I think yesterday was his first time where the family brought him to the doctor. And he was there for hours, and they ran a bunch of tests. You know, they're gonna, because you know, when you're on hospice, they're not doing nothing to help you live.
Right.
Your insurance. You know, they're only gonna pay for things that's gonna help you die, right?
Yeah.
So that's a major thing. Him being able to get that switched over, because then he's got nurses coming out there to help him live, not just deal with pain to die, you know. So that was pretty good. And then yesterday I went to UMMC Hospital in Canton, and I went over there yesterday and sat with Greg's daughter and was there when he came out of surgery for his eye. He had that done yesterday, and and it all went good. You know what I mean? It all went good. So, and he's already back home. He texted me this morning. He's like, "Bro, I'm back home. I snuck out." I was like, he probably left his daughters without saying nothing. He's wild, man.
Man.
Yeah, I'm like, I tried to find him a pirate patch to give him as a welcome home gift.
I went to church Sunday, and I went down in seminary here just south of town, where we used to go when me and Linda was together. It was homecoming, and we call it Memorial Sunday, but they call it homecoming down here. And there was a guy in there with a patch over his eye.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I got him. He's in this pajama pants mode of his life, so I got him some pajama pants. I got him a new pair of pajama pants and gave him a little welcome out of surgery gift, you know. But but yeah, man, look, I got did I tell you? I told you I took Aunt Shirley to church, yeah?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, man, that was a good time, man. Brought her to church, and then we went out and eat after. Well, yeah, it was me and Aunt Shirley and Miss Evelyn.
Okay, well, that's good.
Hold on, Uncle. Hey, Uncle Mike, hold on one second. Excuse me, man.
All right.
Get your tattoos from.
Oh, yeah, that's what I do, man.
What shop?
Not around here, unfortunately. Yeah, man, I'm actually on a road trip right now. I'm down here visiting family, man. But hey, look, you know what I just heard day before yesterday, man? A good place to go. They're about to have a big tattoo convention here on, is it June the 6th? But if you search it, man, there'll be a ton of artists there, and you can usually get stuff for cheaper at a convention.
I like your tattoos.
Man, thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. God bless, brother. Have a good day. All right, I'm back, Uncle Mike.
Yeah.
But what was we saying? Forgot what we were
I don't even know. Talking about went to church.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then the day before I left down there, I went and picked her up, and I brought her to breakfast, and filled her car up with gas for her, and hung out with her a little bit. But I told her I'm gonna go back over there and see her. She wants to go to church again whenever I come back, so I told her we'll go or whatever. But yeah. But well, look, hey, I'm just sitting in the parking lot right now, but I'm gonna get on the road to Dad's.
Okay.
But I'm glad I couldn't hear you yesterday when you called me. It was like kept cutting out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna tell. I could have been in a bad area. I don't know. Oh, yeah, and I could have been in one of them buildings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, look, mention it to your dad about finding me either a Crown Vic or an old Crown Vic police car. And actually, I think, and look, tell him I want, somewhere from maybe from 2003 up to a 2011 or 12, somewhere along in there.
Okay, so look, so you literally only want the motor, transmission, and rear end?
Motor, transmission, rear end, and front end. But now,
that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So it could be a wrecked one, is what I'm saying, like the.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
A wrecked one would be better, so I can get it cheaper.
Man, Uncle Mike, I would look up some of the auctions around here, because look, just recently, I don't remember where I was at, but it was coming from your house somewhere, but I've seen a couple of auction house trucks, like people that were, and it was loaded down with cars, and I'm like, oh, there must be a big auction around here. So, but man, find a police auction or police impound.
I'll have to check into that.
But I'll ask him.
But tell me, and I think he probably knows it, that a Mercury Grand Marquis and a Lincoln Continental, I think, has all the same running gear.
Yep.
They just got different bodies.
Yeah, but but those don't have the police interceptor and all of that stuff, and the upgraded suspension.
Right.
The
You're
bit.
right. You're right about that. But I mean, it don't have to be the P-71 police car, but
If it's
that is kind of what I want. But you know, just a regular one would be more than enough motor for this pickup anyway. I'm
yeah,
not going to be racing it.
Ford Lincoln Mercury, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll tell him today when I go over there.
Hey, tell him I ain't got his money. I need it on the cheap. On the cheap.
Yeah. I'll let him know. Man, look, he was working up at the junkyard on the weekends. Man, look, you should hear the stories he's told me of the stuff that people just brought up there and gave to him. Everything from cars to animals and everything in between, man. And he took it all too.
I know he did.
Right. Hey, but man, look, it's just, I don't know, it's really cool to see, like, we're so different, but man, we are so alike. It is crazy, like, with the artistic side of us, like with me tattooing and stuff and the way, but yeah, it's crazy he don't even look at it like that. But look, Uncle Mike, check this out. At his house, all of the porches and eaves and overhangs and shops, it's all metal trusses and welded.
Oh, wow.
Every bit of it, man. He's like, I weld it and forget it. I'm talking about every single thing. And look, it lasts a long time like that. But I tell you what, it gave me some ideas.
I wish she was down here close so I could use the welding, and she was just hanging out. I always liked you, Daddy.
Man, you guys are only like 2 hours from each other. That's the same thing he said about you.
Yeah.
He could use a good buddy too, man.
Yeah. Man.
But yeah, I'll talk to him when I get home.
Look, I'm gonna tell you what's running through my head right now.
Go ahead.
Thinking about, ask him what does he think about maybe me running up in the morning, hanging out for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Coming back.
Yeah, let me get over there and I'll ask him as soon as I get over there, and I'll call you and let you know from over there.
I'll try to. I do have a little bit of plan, but I might can move stuff around. But look, tell him if he's already got something in mind or something other, and tomorrow's not a good day, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, no worries. Well, what about
it? Might not work out for me anyway.
What about Saturday or something? Is that a possibility?
I've already promised Joy I'd take her down to the coast to get some patio furniture for her.
Yeah. Man.
She's about it. I'll tell you what, she's more needful than a wife. She's more needy than a wife for the front leg.
I know, man. We never did get to go out and eat fish, man. I want to go out and eat with her one time.
Okay.
She been asking, but I'm gonna be back through there. I'll be back through there probably at least 2 or 3 times before I go home.
Right.
I'll definitely be crashing your pad a couple more times, I'm sure, on the way through or back or whatever, because I got to go to Florida, then New Orleans, then back up here. So like I'm gonna be back and forth. So every time I pass by, I'm gonna stop. So.
Well, just run that by your dad and see if he'd be interested in something like that.
Yeah. I'll ask him and call you back soon as I touch down over there. That's the first thing I'll talk to him about.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Love you, man.
All right. Love you. Be careful.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Man, it's been a day of phone calls, man. Last night, too. Nothing but phone calls. But listen, much needed phone calls. Like, I needed to touch base with some of the ones that's important to me, man. Look, it's crazy how you could go from, listen, man, that's what I'm telling you about God. Man. Dude, it's like you spend all this time depressed, thinking you ain't got no friends, thinking nobody cares about you, right? It's all right there, man. Because I'll tell you what, I was in that frame of mind for years. Not so much depressed, like I was in, not depressed, but let's say lonely, right? Let's say lonely. You know what lonely feels like. I know you know what lonely feels like, right? But man, listen, I had, a couple years ago, I had all the time in the world, man. My phone never ring, man. I never talked to nobody, man. And that was mostly my fault, you know what I'm saying? That was like, probably like mostly my shame, man. But dude, life is good, man. Life is good, man. It's like now it's all coming full circle, and I'm realizing that, dude, there is people that care about you out there, you know. Just because, even though they ain't seen you in years, right? So don't think you don't have friends, man. You got people out there that love you. I love you, you know. Loneliness sucks too, man. So, look, y'all heard that little, look, man, who knows, guys? Who knows if we're gonna make it? Back to Washington. Yeah, well, we'll make it, right? But I don't know if it's gonna be in this car, to be honest with you. It's gonna be in this car. What am I talking about, man? Stop it. Alright, where are we gonna go? Alright, I think we're gonna go highway so I don't have to worry about the stream cutting in and out on you guys, so I can talk to you while we go over here. But yeah, man, it just, before I had all the time in the world, and now it's just really like I'm not even joking. I spent till 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the morning on the phone all evening. I'm talking like from probably, well, minus going in the gym and working out and showering, probably 5 hours I stayed on the phone last night and a couple of hours this morning, and I couldn't televise those conversations, right? They're pretty personal, you know what I'm saying? And like, but listen, I'll show y'all. I don't care. I'll show you everything. But what I'm realizing, especially these last few days, is, man, I'm alone when it comes to this social media thing, right? So I'm trying to figure out ways to show you more without involving the people that, you know, I could tell don't want to have nothing to do with it. And I respect that. It's no problem. But what that does is that puts me alone right here, being able to talk to you guys, right? And man, this trip is nothing like that. I'm nowhere near alone. The only time I'm alone is when I see you. When you see me here, that's it. Right? But yeah, man, I wish I could show you everything, man. I really do, because, man, it's that cool, man. It's that fun. It's, man, you guys are seeing, like, I can't even put it, I don't even know what y'all are seeing right now, man. Y'all are seeing someone heal for sure. Right? Listen, dude, do what you got to do to get healed, right? Starts with God. Start there, right? If you start there, you cannot go wrong. Even though there's multiple problems that need to be fixed, right? Even though you won't put the pills down, even though you won't put the liquor down, even though you won't put this down, even though you won't put the food down, right? God handles all of those, right? You can stop all of those things on your own, right? But if you start with God, it's amazing how He will get rid of those things for you. And you don't have to fight. He does the fighting, right? I don't know. That's the one of the, yeah. But dude, get right with God, man. And listen, because look, this happened to me too. As far as like, dude, you don't just wake up. Well, some people do, just wake up on fire one day, right, for the Lord. But what happened to me is like, man, you gotta start letting him seep in a little bit, right? When I mean seep in, man, look, put yourself in the book, put yourself at church, put yourself around people at church that are good people to be around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all of those things at once is the way to go, but I'm saying if you pick something, right? That's what I mean. You got to start letting God seep in, man, and then eventually, you know, it's a drip, right? That turns into a little stream that fills a lake that just overflow. You know, next thing you know, it's overflowing, man. But you got to start with a drip, right? You got to start with a drip, man. I promise you won't regret it. I promise you won't regret it, man. On everything I've ever said in my life, you can believe that. Now, half of the other crap I ever said, definitely don't believe that, but that you can believe, right? Dude, look, the line of men in my family, look, my grandpa, start with my grandpa, look, he's the type, he caught a fish so big the pitcher weighed 5 pounds, right? So it's crazy how I could not be around these people my whole life, but I'm like them, right? I talk trash is what I'm saying, but you can believe what I said about God. Believe that. Listen, I try not to lie, but boy, I'll stretch it. You know what I'm saying? If we got to make the story, don't mess up a good story. The only thing I don't stretch, if it's something about God, I put it right there, because there's no need to stretch nothing. He's at full height, full capability, full power. So as far as that goes. All right, let's see here. But yeah, that'd be cool, man, if my uncle comes out tomorrow. I know my dad's been wanting to see him, and I know my uncle's been wanting to see my dad, you know. they were cool with each other, you know what I'm saying, when him and my mom first started dating, when they was kids or whatever, you know. But yeah, man, you talk to anybody about my dad and they'll tell you they like him, you know. He's I just don't know what it is with the father-son thing, how that happened all these years, right? And it doesn't matter, right? We're here now. That's the point. We're here now. So none of that stuff really matters, but it's weird. Like, his dad was the same way. Well, not the same way, but my dad and grandpa, from what both of them told me, like, they wasn't close all their life either, until the last, you know, what did he say, 5-6 years before my grandfather passed away. So, alright, we're in the right lane. That rarely ever happens. Where usually I come up to a turn lane and I'm like, oh crap, I'm not supposed to be turning here. But this time it worked out perfect. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Dude, I turned way too soon. And I even talked sooner than that, right? That always gets you in trouble. Never talk too soon, man. Always get you in trouble. You guys seen it. Look, it got me in trouble. Then you guys seen it get me in trouble. Was that yesterday with the AC? Or day before yesterday? Man, right? Crazy, right? Never talk too soon, man. Never talk too soon. Right. Yeah, I don't know what I was looking at, but I was wondering. I was like, I remember that big old sign. I never turned there before. Hey, only me could get lost in like Mississippi. Right. Hey, I'm learning my way around here though. So for sure the next time I come to see my dad, and there will be a next time way sooner than later for sure. But the next time I come here, at least I'll know a little bit more about where I need to, you know, how to get here and how to get there. I don't know if I'll do like another road trip. Who am I kidding? Of course I'll do another road trip. Maybe not the next time though, but I don't have to drive down here every time I go down here. Listen, what started this, I'll tell you what started the whole driving down here thing. So when my mother passed away, so you guys already know my mom passed away while she was down here visiting my uncle. Now we're talking a lot of 15 years or whatever. I think the exact, now there was people that, and there's still people that I hadn't seen yet. I'm about to see it. It had been 30, 40 years, right? But when I'm thinking about coming down here and burying my mom, right? And I'm thinking, man, I have not been home in so long, right? And there's so many people that I want to see, and they're spread out all over the South. I mean, you guys see where I'm going. I mean, we're Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, you know, and there's been some others that I tried, that I stopped and seen in different states. But I'm talking about as far as like my old friend, you know, my ace deuces, you know, from the dirt, playing on the dirt hill days, those type of people. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, so if I fly down there, someone's got to come get me, right? And then I got to go. So like I had put out a call to a couple buddies, and I'm like, hey man, does anybody have a vehicle I can borrow and run around down south while I'm there? And man, it wasn't 30 minutes after I got off the text asking friends that, wait, is that a cop? No, all right, we ain't speeding anyway, good. I started thinking, I was like, dude, I got so many people, like, dude, who can let a vehicle go, right? And who wants to let a vehicle go, right? Who's got a vehicle that's completely roadworthy, right? And like, here, take this for a month, dude, right? So I don't know, I'm thinking about it. I'll tell you who did. Shout out Andrew. Shout out my boy Andrew, man, because bro, without him, listen, without so many people, I never would have been able to take that trip. But absolutely, shout out to him. Look, my mom, right before we was moving, like when we're packing up, getting ready to move out the house. This is before my mom passed away. Like, dude, the transmission on the van, it just stopped shifting, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, what? You got to be kidding me! Like, I need this money to move out, right? Man, soon as the homie heard about it, he's like, bro, come get this van, dog. You can have this. I'm like, well, what? How much do you want for it? He's like, listen, we'll work it out later, but listen, you need a van, right? Look, mainly for my mom. And man, just love you, man. Can't even say it enough. But look, that was, so yeah, that too. But anyway, that's up in Washington. This happened. Right, and I came down on this road trip. But anyway, so I just decided, like, man, I got way too many people to see, right? So, like, how am I gonna, I need a car down there. So that's basically how the road trip came about. I was like, man, I'll just get on the road and go down there and just look. And I did. Man, check this out. It was the last trip. Oh, man, this was amazing, man. And this is just a couple months ago. This is what led to this, right? But I stayed at 11 different houses, and I never stayed nowhere more than 4 or 5 days, right? And it was like Jesus 24/7, like, oh, so much crazy stuff happened. But anyway, we'll get to those stories later, maybe. at some point, you know. But that's how I ended up on this road trip. I left Washington and came down, and man, it was amazing. Probably like 7,000-8,000 miles, you know. Man, so many good times, so many tears. Just like now, that literally, and I went home and I spent 3 months getting everything dialed in to be able to take this trip right here. As far as like all the electronics, all of that stuff, you know. But yeah, so that's how this came about. So yeah, that'd be cool, man. We'll go talk to my dad, see if he's gonna be hanging around tomorrow, if he feels like chopping it up with my uncle. My uncle come out for a couple hours, we'll hang out, maybe go have some lunch or something, or yeah, just hang out. So good times, man. Like sometimes that's what, you know, that's what hanging out is. Like you don't necessarily gotta go do something, right? Sometimes what you need is that rocking chair on the porch. 'Cause I'm gonna tell you what I did. I didn't even know how much I needed it, but man, at my dad's house, and at my cousin's house, and at my boy Greg's house, man. Everywhere I've been kicking it, there's a rocker on the front porch. And man, we've had so many conversations on the front porch. Dude, I wish I could show you guys everything, man. I want to. I wish I was just like a little birdie camera, man. Like, dude, I'm telling you, you guys would love my friends, man. They're like you. They're like you, you know? You would meet them and hang out with them, and you'd be like, of course his friend's like this, right? Just like if my friends down here came up and met the tight circle that I got up there, they would be saying the same thing. Like, of course this is the group of friends he's got. I'm not surprised, you know? I don't know how I fell into this, but man, the foundation is drying. It's about to be at full strength right now. Because I'm gonna tell you what, the pieces to the puzzle that I got. Oh, that was the police too, right there. But that's what's good about being on a 2-lane road, and he's in the middle of some other cars. He ain't trying to turn around and come get me right now. But the foundation is strong, man. The foundation is strong. Because look, you can listen. You guys heard me say this before, but look, success, it starts with subtraction, right? If you want to make real progress, it starts with subtraction. Now, what I mean by that is, like, let's say you need a reset in life on whatever. Apply this to any situation, right? Or you're trying to do something. What you got to do first is you got to remove all the negative things out of your life. Do that first. And if you can't do that, then what are you trying to build anything for, bro? Because all you're doing is wasting time and precious energy, right? You're going to be just banging your head against the wall, right? So when I say that, like, I'm talking about substances, people, right? You got to get rid of these things out of your life. Apply that however you want. If it's affecting you negatively, and you know it is, then what are you doing? Get rid of it, man. I wasted so much time, dude, and that's what I don't want you to do, is waste as much time as I did. Because I tell you what, dude, I just had a moment this morning, dude, where, like, out of nowhere, dude, I just got scared crapless. Like, sitting there thinking about how quick life, and you wasting time, man. That's one thing we don't have. You think you do, but I assure you, you don't. Right? You never know, man. You never know. And that's never been more apparent to me than the last 5-6 months. Man. So, that's what I'm telling you, man. Back to God taking everything bad and turning it into good. None of this stuff would have happened to me without my mother passing. None of it. Right? It's mind-blowing, man. It's mind-blowing to think of everything. Right? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for everything. Man. Love, and I'm talking about God, love. That's what I'm saying. He lined all of these pieces up. He lined all of these pieces up. And I ain't nothing special, dude. He'll do the same thing, if not better, for you. Right? Expand your mind. Start concentrating on what comes after this. This, the world. Concentrate on that. We're almost to his house here in a little bit. Man, I was supposed to go to bed early last night. That's why I was like, man, I was falling asleep on the front porch yesterday. I'm like, man, I need some sleep, because look, the night before, not last night, but night before, man, I slept like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, whatever. I mean, I got some sleep, but I didn't, not enough. But yeah, was dozing off. I'm like, I'm going to bed early tonight. We'll go grab a hotel and go to bed early tonight. Man, I was on the phone till 1:30 in the morning, so I slept a little late today. I slept till like, I don't know, 8:30, which is late for me. I don't know. I've been getting up early. That's what it is, man. When you get old, when you realize, whoa, I don't have no time. Dude, I feel a sense of urgency. It's unexplainable. It's unexplainable. Because I don't know why I feel a sense of urgency. But God has put it on me, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on? Do what? Oh, I'm getting ready to turn on your road here in just a minute. I'm like a mile from your road right now. Yeah, hey, I just got off the phone with Uncle Mike, but I'll talk to you when I get to the house. I'll be there in like 5 minutes. All right, love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye. Yeah, but yeah, man, I feel a sense of urgency right now, like, about everything, whatever it is. Maybe you need a little sense of urgency too, man. I don't know. That's up for you to do. That's between you and God, but man, I don't know. Well, I seen my homie post something like this. I don't know, in the last couple days, but man, it's so true. Shout out CJ, but he I think this was on Facebook. It was something about, you go through life and you're like, oh, it's just another day, But really, when it's like, it's another day less. It's not just another day. It's another day less that you have. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm sure I could fill up both hands easily on people that wish they knew that they didn't have as much time as they thought they had, right? For our families down here. Because look, when you with Jesus, you got nothing to worry about after you leave here, bro. Life is pain. Life is pain, man. So after, it's going to be no problem after all this is done. If you're with the Father. And if you ain't with the Father, bro, you think this life is pain. Wait till the next one. If you ain't got the Father. Right? You know what I'm talking about. So, listen, that's all I'm trying to do, bro. Make sure, make sure my name's in that Lamb's Book of Life, man. That's all I'm worried about, man. That's all I'm worried about, because I know a bunch of people that's already up there, dude. I want to make sure I see them too. That's what you. Hey, did I spell that right? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious? Who knows anything about that? Look, you're like, why did he put that? I don't know, man. I don't know. Does it really matter? Dude, I don't know. I'll tell you what, I've been thinking like, dude, all this, you know, one thing I can't stand, and I know you've dealt with this. When you trying to watch a video, man, look, they put some clickbait title on there. Look, with a face like, he said what? Right? I don't know, man. I gotta figure out, how to get this out there to more people properly without being clickbaity. Because listen, God's gonna put whoever needs to see it. I'm not worried one bit. He's already got them watching it. You know? Look, I'm really loving this, man, for my grandson, dude. In case something happens to me, you know what I'm saying? Like, or when something happens to me, because believe me, it will, right? But I want to have it would be cool to have this video record there for my grandson. Think about it, dude. How much would you love? Like, you're going through a rough day, dude, and thinking about your dad or your grandpops or your uncle or whatever. And, dude, you could get on the internet right now and go watch your grandpa conversate and deal with what, dude, how valuable would that be? I don't know. It would be valuable to me. I thought about that, especially not having that much influence like that through my life. You know what I'm saying? Man, that would be so, like, just gold, man. What? Just to get on your phone and go, dude, what did Grandpa say? Dude, that's crazy. That's awesome. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. That's like a side note of this right here. That's like a side nugget, a gem, right? Because I'm only doing what God wants me to do. He put me up to this, right? But the nugget, right? The side action is like, man, my family will be able to go back and see how crazy I was, So, like, good crazy, Good crazy's good. But listen, I'm back up under the trees right here, and it probably cuts out. So that's why I just wanted to sit here and talk to you guys for a second. But I'm gonna go up in here and try to hook up this visit for my uncle for tomorrow. But look, you guys will see me later probably, or who knows, man. I don't know, unless I get on another 8-hour phone call run, which it happens. But look, if ain't nobody told you yet today that they love you, let me be the first, man. I love you, right? And I'll see you soon, man.